them non-believers couldn't even see us. I'm the new Allah, nigga. You up with us in the trenches, hopping over fences, running through the fog with us. Having shootouts at the mall with us. Sorry, homie, can't recall, nigga. Turn his body to a log, nigga. Have him stiff laying on the wall with him. His niggas better learn to crawl with him. Better learn how to dodge with him. I'ma let the six saw hit him, pick him off quick. Randy Moss, niggas. Only see me with some boss niggas. Big Bitty looking Rick Ross, niggas.
Money over bitches, some niggas put bitches over money.
I got into fashion because when I was serving in the Air Force out of California, I remember I had bought this sweater. It was a FUBU sweater, and I figured, well, shit, if I spend $100 or more on a top, ain't too many times I'm gonna see another nigga wearing the shit. Man, I tell you, the very next month, I'm in the mall, and a nigga that looked exactly like me, same haircut, everything, got the shirt on, and my homeboys is just like dying laughing, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, man, you know, I always like the way my signature look in the graffiti style, and I figured like, oh, that would be dope if it was on some type of brand.
My name is Desmond Lattimore. I work at the Bill Skate Shop. I'm mostly known for freelance clothing line. Me and Thesis met online before we really met in person. We both were sponsoring an event for the Bill Skate Shop. So, knowing me, I did my homework and looked up who was the other local brand that sponsored it and come to Zombie Life. And after that, we connected and went from there, man.
And I remember I was inspired by Carl Kanai, which is like one of the first, or if it is the first urban clothing brand, and his shit was a signature. So anyway, man, I would say like maybe around like 2003, you know, I had a family member, Camille, who was like doing music at the time. So me and a kid that I was doing t-shirts at the time, we did a t-shirt. The first t-shirt was like, it was a black t-shirt, and it was like, he went by Chameleon, so we did this chameleon like wrapped around his mic, and it had all these colors in the inside of the body of the chameleon. And that's how I got my start in fashion, you know, off of like a couple cans of spray paint and 2 bottles of paint. It was a bottle of green and a bottle of white, and we had some markers, and we mixed all that shit together to make that one shirt. And at the time, it was tough.
I support Thesis because I look at him like another person trying to contribute to the fashion culture here in Fayetteville. You know, it's really tight knit. You know what I'm saying? So anybody trying to contribute to that culture, I kind of want to know and see what they're about. And I support his movement.
Then I met Rick Tyler, who was doing custom clothes at the time. He was doing hand-painted shirts, and he was doing hand-painted sneakers. And I can't remember how we met. I think it was through Zeph Lesson or through Big Champ, or I can't remember. But we linked up, and he was showing me, you know, the ropes of what he was doing, because he wanted me to come work under him. But he had this plan where, well, all the money go back into the business, and you know, you don't get no bread until a certain point. And I was struggling at the time, so to me that was like, it wasn't realistic, but it was smart.
Me and my homegirl went to the tattoo shop he worked at like 2 weeks ago. And like I said, we met online. So we were sitting there talking. I was throwing a vent, and he actually was vending that, and we was talking the whole time. And he didn't even know it was me. He was like, hold up, what you got to do with free lunch? And I was like, I own it. And he was like, damn, you Des? So he was like, what stick out to me, because he was like, it's dope that I know your brand before I know you. And that's one of like the most stories, one of the most influential stories I got about Thesis.
So anyway, I started doing stuff on my own. My first pair of footwear I did was some blue Timbs, and it had a blunt on the side, and then smoke came off the side and then swirled on the tip of the toe. And I only did one boot. And then I started doing Air Force Ones, Reeboks, and other stuff like that. That's how I got into fashion. So that led to, I was doing like Mesquite was doing hand-painted originals, and we was doing custom. And we did t-shirts and sneakers from Young Jeezy, Plies. Who else we do shirts for? We did stuff for Petey Pablo. Man, that's just off the top. But we was doing our thing. We met with the stylist that Young Jeezy had at the time. We went to Atlanta. We was struggling, yo. We scraped up money to get like 3 pair of Air Force Ones, to get the materials. We customized the Air Force Ones, took him down there so he can get his pair and then get the pair of the Jeezy. Nothing really came out of that. But so that moved into me and the partner that I had. We ended up splitting because we had our differences, and I started Thesisoriginals, and that's where this logo comes from. I've been using this logo since the 9th grade. That's when I designed this logo, and the logo comes out of turning something bad that you're going through into something positive, like taking a jewel out of it, taking something that you will learn out of it, out of the bad situation. So that's what a face is. It's like 2 faces looking at each other, really, and it's like the negative and positive, and you got a choice to pick, which if you're gonna be positive, if you're gonna be negative, and your whole life is pretty much based on that. It's based on that, and nobody can get around that.
We're both family men. We're both black men. We both get business. We both do business, and we both print T-shirts. And then I watched Thesis evolve into his tattoo thing. So one thing I can say about Thesis is that I love that brother's mind. I love his energy. I love the exchange. I love us being able to come together as black men and go back and forth in the exchange, and then in the inbox be like, yo, you know I'm about to get you, right? And then go in. And so on the outside, people would think like, these guys really don't like each other, not understanding that where if I lost everything, I feel like I could call Thesis and say, look, bruh, can I get $20 in gas? And he would definitely be there, and likewise. So I think the world of this guy is an incredible guy, and I know he'll go on to do just, emphatic, incredible things in the community, empower minds, and go on the move. And, I'm just glad that I can really say, the Thesis, he's my friend.
I look at our style more primitive, indigenous type style, a lot of African influence.
On the grind like all the time, I tell you, dog, it's nothing, nigga. Got a problem, I knock it down, it's cotton candy, it's nothing, nigga. No respect, let the haters hate, all on my plate, it's nothing, nigga. They go down, talk about my town, it's the underground, it's nothing, nigga. On the grind like all the time, I tell you, dog, it's nothing, nigga. Got a problem, I knock it down, it's cotton candy, it's nothing, nigga. No respect, let the haters hate, all on my plate, it's nothing, nigga. They go down, talk about my town, it's the underground, it's nothing, nigga.
How I got into doing music, I always had this love for music, like it was a drug, or it just felt like it was attached to my culture. So anyway, I recorded my first song in 2001 when I first got back to Fayetteville from California, from pretty much getting kicked out the Air Force. I recorded my first track in Zeph Lesson's studio. Zeph Lesson is if you don't know who he is, Zeph Lesson is like the first artist in the Ville to have a physical copy of his CD with a barcode being sold out of a CD store when CD stores was popping. So that's who Zeph Lesson is. Recorded my first song with Zeph Lesson and Chameleon, and the song was called Stay Hood. After that, we just started doing mixtapes and features and stuff like that. I stayed working with Zeph for a minute. We ended up doing an audition for Rockefeller in 2004. And after that, I ended up releasing a mixtape called Fayetteville Official. And I sold about 1,000 copies on my own. And I got another publication in the Fayetteville Observer for that. Actually, the Weekender. Around the time like Cameron and them was popping, the music industry started changing, and around this time, this is when Rockefeller fell, and I didn't want to be signed to nobody but Rockefeller, and we didn't get any more feedback after we did our audition, so I feel like that was pretty much an end for me. Okay, so what got me into doing art was like when I was like really young, before I started kindergarten, I saw a lot of creative individuals in my family do art. My mother did ceramics, she drew, she did poetry. My uncle did graffiti, he cut hair. My grandmother, she could draw. My great grandfather, he used to draw comic strips. There was a lot of barbers in the family, so I was always around a lot of creativity. So that's pretty much how I got into art.
I saw Thesis in the newspaper in the Fayetteville Observer. I was at work one day. I don't even really read the newspaper, but there just happened to be this article about this black artist here local. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just read that. And I was like, oh, he's pretty dope.
I took art classes all through high school. I used to do like realistic drawings, drawing comic books, drawing cartoons, drawing still life, doing graffiti.
As soon as I moved here and I paint this wall, I already knew that I wanted a graffiti artwork. I wanted to say music because I love music. Music is like the universal language. It evokes emotion. It's a powerful thing. It was everything that I wanted. It was like you knew what I was trying to convey. Like you knew exactly what it was, and it's better than what I could even imagine it to be.
I did like I did some graffiti in my high school. Some of the artists that I've been inspired by is Basquiat, Gats. He's a graffiti artist out of Oakland, California. I actually got his logo tatted on me. Gats stands for going against the system. Some other artists I've been inspired by, like Jackson Pollock. But I just always had an energy to want to just do something different. I never wanted to be normal. And I don't like to just call myself an artist because there's so many different genres of art out there, and there's so many different genres of art that I do. I like to go by like alchemist because I feel like an alchemist takes different things and pushes them together and then creates something new, something different.
Nakia Williams, Thesis sister. I've known him all my life. We grew up together. One of the things that Thesis does that I like most is his canvas paintings. The canvas paintings are so personal, and if you let him do what he wants to do, he can take it to the next level. I mean, it's something that you'll always have forever. You know, you'll always have a piece of him in your house with you, no matter what. You know, you can look up, you can look at the time, the thought that was put into the piece of art that he gave you, and it's an original. You'll never find another one like it, and it's just awesome. I just love it.
Yeah, man, this is the easy clay chain. As a matter of fact, this is when I got my, I want to say my solars, you know, like my solar tubes, and I was really bopping, like, yo, I need to get something that's gonna rock with them. And he ended up making it, and then he was like, oh, don't they use glow in the dark? I was like, yeah, the soul's glow in the dark. He was like, fuck, I make glow in the dark then. So his whole face actually glow in the dark, like all the white.
How I got into doing clay chains was probably like back in 2009. And I seen this video on YouTube where this kid had a chain on. And you know, this is like an honest ass answer. I seen this kid who had a chain on in this video. And I was like, yo, that's fire. And in it, you know how they have related videos? There was like another video too of a different people. So I figured out after looking at a couple of videos, these people are in Northern California. And I used to be out in Northern California when I was stationed out there when I was in the Air Force. So anyway, I was peeping the shit out and find out that there was a kid in Northern California named Germ Jilla who was making these chains. Then I also found out there was other people who were making their version of the chain as well, like a kid in Texas. I want to say his name is like Rubber Band Man or Rubber Band Chain, something like that. And there's another dude named Clay Chains. I think he's out of Canada. And it's a whole host of other individuals like that too. You can type Clay Chains or whatever and you'll see it. Jern was like one of the main dudes that was pushing it, and he had like celebrities in it. Anyway, I wanted to get a chain of my logo made. And so I hit him up for a quote or whatever, and he hit me back with an email for like $400 for a clay chain. You know what I mean? And I thought that was crazy. So I told him, I was like, well, I think I'm gonna just try to figure out how to do it myself. And I figure if I told him that, because we had each other's phone number, was texting back and forth and stuff like that, because I was telling him about my movement, because he had his own. And I told him respectfully, like, this is what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to do it on my own. So he told me good luck. So about like after a year or two, I ended up coming up with my own formula, and I've been doing it ever since. And so that's like what, 2009, 2010, and I've gotten chains to people like Victor Cruz. I've gotten chains to people like Ed Lover, Trinidad James, Dane Dash. I've gotten changed to like comedians like Shorty Shorty, Food Stamp. A lot of people say it's fake or whatever, which they're associating it to diamonds, and they see like celebrities and stuff wear diamonds. If you research anything about diamonds or people like Cecile Rose, you find that you know, most diamonds come from Africa, and the diamonds have to be mined in horrible conditions. And you know, with my chains, nobody dies.
Yeah, my name is Dwayne Jones. Man, what don't I do at this particular point? I started off Dwayne Jones Photography, which has been about 10 years now. My degree's in marketing, so I've transitioned into Jones Entertainment Marketing Firm, which we market all small businesses, building from ground up. And then I also have a Swank Fashion Magazine, where we highlight models and photographers, hair and makeup artists, and anybody that's in the fashion industry. I came in association with Thesis. I think we kind of have been mutual admirers of each other's work. I've seen a lot of his artwork, and I think he's some of my photography. So we kind of linked up on social media through Naoshi, and you know, she was doing her Love You apparel. We linked up and we wanted to do some joint projects. So I think we finally got together and did a body paint shoot, the first body paint shoot, and that just kind of exploded our relationship.
What up? It's Obama Thesis, aka King Thesis, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here, we're about to do another body paint with my whole team, Chief Tex. I'm so first, Dwayne Jones. The homie Nice showed up, the homie Cinco showed up. We're about to get it in. The model for the day is Armani Caesar. I'm just gonna let y'all check it out, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my hair and makeup artist. Talk to the stylist, Instagram. I love Armani Caesar at Instagram, on Twitter at Armani Caesar. ReverbNation.com/Armani Caesar.
With Armani Caesar, she's an independent rapper from North Carolina, and she's got a dope following.
Turn me up.
You know, like I said, the body paint shoot we got into, I mean, the third one was the one we did with Armani Caesar. I think was the most known for, because we did a body paint shoot and we killed it. We did it Egyptian style with a wonderful artist by the name of Armani Caesar. We had you know, all these moving parts to it, hair, makeup, video. We had everything going on, and just the outcome of seeing my vision and his vision, you know, come to pass. He said he wanted, you know, we wanted to do a body paint shoot, but he wanted to do the Egyptian style, and so it was, you know, my end to make sure we captured it the right way, and get the right model, which we did. But you know, his vision, how he laid it all out, and just to see creativity that starts, you know, a blank canvas, even though it's a body, to start a blank canvas and come up with that much outcome, it was spectacular. On top of that, then, you know, a couple months later, you know, like K Michelle popped up with the same photo shoot. We, you know, people tagging us on social media like, look, K Michelle copying y'all. So that just shows you the creativity, and that, you know, that had to be one of the best experiences thus far, you know, us working together.
And I don't paint men, so don't ask me to you know, to paint men. I don't do that. Anyway, I did a body paint on Sunny Brown. She's a pretty well-known independent model, and we did a Tron concept from the movie Tron, and that got published. That's pretty much how I got into doing body paint.
Right now, what that I want? Work hard for the money, look, I say me plant a lot of time.
K Cutter Man, now when I represent a worldwide stand up. You know me from what you know me from, or you just, you know, just lying. Me and Thesis was both just running the street, man, making the rounds, man, on an art club scene. You know, when you're in this town and you're trying to develop a client base for what you do, you got to be out there in the bars and clubs and involved with promoters and things like that. So I came across Thesis. I think he may approach me about, you know, rocking one of his shirts or something like that, and I really just dug his style and what he was trying to do for himself. So I think that's how we came across each other. I support Thesis, man, because he's the type of guy, man, that he's an art alchemist, man. You know, that's the best way I can say it. He want to do it his own way, man. He got his own vision, like most artists, and he want to do it the way he see it, the way he want to do it, man. And I have the utmost respect for that. And what I would say about Thesis is, man, he's a bastard like myself, man. There's no father to his staff. He does what he wants. I like the way he piggybacks off of whatever is happening and put his own face on it. That's very unique. I mean, it's been done before, but he does it a different way than most people have done it. And, all you gotta do is keep grinding, man, and choose the right path, man. I mean, there's just no stopping this guy at all. Thesis, man, the world is yours, God. You know what I'm saying? You already know, though, man. We the type of people that only we could get in the way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody could stop us, man. Only we can get in our own way. You know, black men, kings, gods. All we can do is get in our own way. Nobody could stop us. It's all about meditating, keeping a clear head, keep our emotions out of our decisions, man. And the world is ours, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing nobody can do about what we want to do. Nothing.
All right, so I got into tattooing in I want to say 2009. Yeah, about 2009, 2010. Same time I started doing the clay chains. And how I got into it was when I first started doing hand-painted t-shirts and doing custom sneakers. I was doing them with a younger kid at the time. He went by the name of Real. I think he goes by Drip now. And we had this brand called Real Hayes. And he ended up leaving Fayetteville and got into tattooing, opened up a tattoo shop, and I was like amazed by that, and I really respected that because he was a young, African kid, so I call Black African kid in America, and he had his own shop, and we used to work together, and I remember just creatively, I used to create this on a little bit of a higher level at that time, and so I figured if he could do it, I could do it. So anyway, I reached out to him for him to teach me, and he was supposed to be sending me some machines and stuff like that, and none of that never happened. But anyway, I took that energy and I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go online, I'm gonna order my own kit, you know what I'm saying, because he ain't the only one that got a tattoo machine. I'm gonna order a kit, and I'm gonna start looking at YouTube videos and trying to find an artist who could, give me some pointers. At the time, I was like doing like real bad, and the only form of transportation I had was a scooter. So I was going from house to house with the scooter, tattooing people, trying to come up. I started after about a year. I started tattooing at Post Primitives Tattoo, which was like I think the third established tattoo shop in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and it was owned by a black and African and German mix lady who was much older than me. She gave me my shot. That's how I got into tattooing. I didn't do an apprenticeship, anything like that. She gave me my shot. That's pretty much how I got into tattooing. I actually was published internationally. I was also published locally. I was published in the Fayetteville Observer. That was like my third publication, and I was also published in Urban Ink magazine. And at that time, I was tattooing out the house. I wasn't even in the shop.
My name is Ryan Harrell, most known for marketing and advertising. I first met Thesis when I purchased interest in a tattoo studio, and he was an artist there. I support all independent artists that are striving to make a name for themselves, brand themselves. I think Thesis is doing a good job at it. He stays hungry. He's an entrepreneur just like I am, so I try to help him, push him as much as I can. I think the impact Thesis had here is that he's my age and he's still hungry, he's still striving, pushing himself. He's still wanting to become better than he already is. Even though he's reached plateaus in his life where he's been known for his artwork and his tattoo work, he's still pushing himself to get better. I mean, it's something everybody can learn from. So, I would just tell Thesis that just keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, man. I mean, your artwork speaks for itself, and people are gonna see it and they're gonna love it.
Trying to bring the essence back, my nigga.
Been a while.
Something. You don't know me.
It's been a while. No, it's fine. Wipe it.
Record that.
Wipe it.
Let's shut me up.
You gotta come by his new church. Zombie Ministries, you know, it's going down. You know, it's going down. You know, they don't even put anointing oil on you. He has peanut oil on you. It's low fat because he's not into the swine. I'm telling you, you get delivered from whatever you want to get delivered from. If I don't get me a zombie life church, I'm going to tell everybody, you know, that he is thrilled about what Jesus has done for him.
Got the ball now. Only thing to do is ball now. Put some plugged in with the mob now. Daddy never gonna let you fall now. Got my heart the size of a small tent. I hope my daughter understands just why I do it. Good damn music. You can love a nigga or just leave me alone, or you can be a fan to it. I've been in and out about every damn thing all my life. Walked in dead fresh and nail felt jeans off white. I guess I'ma digest all the pain. All by myself, I keep my eyes shut to the nonsense in the game. Don't let them tell you that you can't. Your future's something you can change. You know that's in your hands, man. Truly. Yeah. Cold sweats in the bold text from a groupie chick I hit a movie with. She was thinking I know who he is. I was thinking I know who she with. I was trying to have a threesome, trying to make a reason just because I'm outdoor. If you got some biz, be about yours. What the 80 grand in the couch for? Couple niggas I can vouch for, and the rest of them I don't speak about. To me, it's all about the quality, but a lot of niggas take the cheaper route. Watch game on Breathtaker, ambition on Dream Chaser. Probably never even seen paper, not the loose leaf, but the green paper. Running money machine paper. In the bins, I'm a lean paper. Not $1 in a dream paper, but in the kitchen.